Good evening. Welcome to Star Talk. I'm Ken Eccles, and we're happy to have you with us on the program tonight. Excuse me, still allergy season. Happy to have you with us on the program tonight. We'd love to hear from you by phone or by email. We have this phone number up here that you can call. It's up there somewhere. Just look over there, and you'll see it. You can also email us at Ken Eccles Live at gmail.com. That's the email address, and we'd love to hear from you either by phone or by email. Hope you'll take part in the program tonight. Somebody's going to. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, Mr. Ken.
Good evening. How do we look in Danville?
You're good. Hold on for a second.
Right. Get a report here on the quality of our signal in Danville.
Well, it's good and the picture's great. The sound is good.
Sounds good. Picture's great. It's actually you're hearing me, right?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay,
hearing you from the top.
and
Uh,
not some random sound from somewhere else.
no music tonight.
All right, we're good. Go ahead.
Well, me and my Filipino honey has struck a deal.
Struck a deal. What sort of deal?
Well, I can bring the wrestling belt.
Oh, you can take the Undertaker belt to the Philippines. That's a breakthrough. What did you have to give up for that privilege?
I had to promise to walk her to the market every time. I have to go with her to church and to Bible study.
Okay. Well, those are good things.
It's it's worth it as long as I'm not too far from my belt.
Okay, well, you can when you walk to the market, just wear the belt.
That is not going to happen, she says.
she, she won't go that far.
She says I may bring it. It will be put. It can be displayed in the bedroom, not the living room.
But think of it though. Think of you walking around the Philippines wearing the Undertaker's belt. They might actually think you are the Undertaker.
Now they probably know who he is. I might say something that I should not say, like I took it from him.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's a pretty good deal. You can take the belt to the Philippines and you can display it in a prominent place in the home, and in return
Yes.
for that, you go to church and you walk her to the market. I think that's a fine arrangement.
Yep, I think it's a great arrangement, but I wanted to put it in the living room where guests can see my trophy.
Oh, and what room do you have to put it in?
The bedroom, not
The
the living
bedroom.
room.
All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's an initial position, but who knows? Once you get there, as time goes by, you might offer certain other considerations in return for moving it to the living room. Just because you have a deal doesn't mean it's the last and final deal.
Well, I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to start an argument over a bill, but
No, don't do that. Don't start
no,
an
because
argument over it.
I will lose.
I mean, here's the main thing. There's here's the main thing here. The main concession here is that she is going to allow it to be displayed in the house. Now, in the bedroom for now, but in the house. But once it's in the house, you. I don't think there's anything to stop you, being two reasonable and intelligent people, from engaging in further negotiations, and there might be something you can do to get it into the living room.
Yes, but most likely, but I tell my friends at work because I showed my friends the belt at work, and
Hmm.
I kind of made a little joke about the belt.
Yeah, what joke was that?
I took it from him while he was sleeping in his coffin, and I slammed the coffin shut on the Undertaker.
Well, you probably wouldn't want to do that joke once you're in the Philippines.
No, because I know nobody ain't going to actually go back and tell him because I might walk outside my house one morning. He might be standing on the walkway.
Well, he might he might be, and that would be very unfortunate for you. So yeah, I would kind of keep wraps on that story once you get over there.
Well, I done let it out here, so I know it ain't going no further than the job.
I mean,
So if it gets back,
you really wouldn't, at least in my this is my opinion.
yeah,
You would not want the lady, certainly her family, to think that you're in the habit of opening up coffins and stealing stuff from the deceased. So I would just let that one rest.
in other words, they might think I'm a grave robber.
They might think that.
But we're not going to let her think that.
No,
But
no, no.
but
I think what you should do right now. You have made. I think you've made a significant accomplishment in the negotiation. I would just accept that right now, take the
yes,
win, and let that be for the time being, and maybe something else can be worked out later. But I think you're in a very good position right now.
yes. I made that joke to my godson about getting the belt.
Hmm.
He said, "What would you do if you was leaving work and he was standing out there looking for you? What would you do?"
What would you do?
I'd stand my ground.
For how long?
I don't know, but I wouldn't run from him.
I think maybe that actually would be your better option, though. Just head for the moped and get down the street.
Why?
Or you know what
If,
else? No, I know what would fix it. I know exactly what would fix it. Just offer him a free 8-piece chicken dinner with beverage, and I'll bet that would smooth it right over.
like I'm scared of a man bigger than me, I'd call his bluff.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to your own on that one.
What, my funeral?
Yeah, yeah. And then who knows? He might open up the coffin and grab something that you're wearing. I think he'd have the right.
Oh, take you back. But see, when I die, I'm taking the belt with me.
Okay. Okay, that'll be a conversation piece at the service.
Oh yeah, it most likely will because I done told my godson what I wanted. When I die, don't put it around me. Just fold it up and put it properly in my coffin with me.
In a dignified fashion.
Yes. So when I go meet St. Peter, I'll probably look good.
Okay. Well, you'll want to look good for that. And thank you for calling.
Bye, sir.
Good night. Okay. Um, so he is going to get to take the Undertaker belt to the Philippines with him, and that's well he's in a better position on that now than he was earlier. So that's progress. There's a phone number up there. You can give us a call or you can send us an email at keneccleslive@gmail.com. And let's take a look at the email device here and see what we have. What we have is Ken, isn't the Undertaker dead? Um, I thought he was, but I've been told more recently that he's not. Um, so I don't know. I thought that he had passed away. Uh, is what I thought, but people have told me that he hadn't. Yes, my answer to the question is I don't know. Emailer says the callers are much loud, 5 times louder than you are, very loud, just in order to hear you. Callers are too loud. What can we do about that? Hello, hello, test. Hello, hello, test. Hello, hello, test. Test, test. Maybe that'll help. I hope so. Thanks for letting me know about that. Oh, wait a minute. There's another one. Ken, has Captain Midnight made his pick yet for Martinsville? And if so, what is it? Captain Midnight has not yet made his pick for Martinsville. As soon as he does, quick as he does, I'll pass it along to you. Captain Midnight is, where is he? He's tied for third place with the Liberal. Both tied for third place with 55 points, and neither of them has made a pick yet. So if you're in pursuit of Captain Midnight and the Liberal and want to know who they picked, I don't know. I'll tell you as soon as I know. Here's what we do have. Citizen D has the 12. Mark from Maedan, who's in first place, has the 11. Early Bird has the 9. Mr. NASCAR has the 19. Charles has the 1. And those are the only ones that we have in the book thus far. We'll probably have a couple more trickle in tonight. Had another email here about Social Security. People are very interested in Social Security with good reason. And the emailer says, Ken, was it today that they were supposed to officially announce the Social Security COLA, or was it a different day? What is today? 21st. It's the 24th that they said they were going to officially announce it. So today's the 21st. So the 24th will be, well, in 3 days. Friday, I think. Friday, I believe, is the 24th. That's when the latest CPI is supposed to come out. It's delayed because of the government shutdown. And at that point, they say they will officially announce the Social Security COLA. But I can tell you, I think with a fairly high degree of confidence, it's going to be 2.7 or 2.8%. That is the direction things are going in right now, 2.7 or 2.8%. All right, here it is for the emailer who was asking. Captain Midnight says, hi, Ken. Here is my pick for Martinsville. My pick for Martinsville is the Wall Rider, the Watermelon Man, the one and only, number 1, Ross Chastain. So Captain Midnight takes the 1. Charles also has the 1. So Captain Midnight now has the 1 for Martinsville. Don't expect another wall ride though, because they won't let him do that anymore. So there's that one we can add now, and the other one tied with Captain Midnight, the Liberal has not made his pick yet. So we will all stand by for that. Here's one. I'm going to skip that one. Let's go to this one because this is important news. And we will pass along this important news in just a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Ken, this is Jerry. I read it on the internet a few days ago. That's what it would be, the COLA of 2.7 or 2.8. But I'm putting the cart before the horse, and I'm still hoping for that $50 raise. And thanks for taking my call, sir.
Okay, thanks, Jerry. And again, Jerry has seen on the internet, the same thing I said, probably in the 2.7 to 2.8 neighborhood. That would be just in raw money, that would be for the average Social Security retirement recipient about a $54 increase. But don't forget, how can we forget, that the Part B premium is going up. Part B premium is going up about, I think, $21. So that will immediately take away whatever the average increase is, $54 or whatever it is. The Part B premium will immediately take back $21 of it. So I think we will be hard pressed to actually get a $50 net raise in our Social Security. Now this, Ken, The Undertaker is very much alive and still doing work for WWE on Legends and Future Greats. He and Michelle McCool, his wife, also have a podcast together under the WWE brand. Thank you, emailer. Thank you very much. Obviously, I was misinformed when I was told that The Undertaker had passed away. So good. I'm glad to hear that he's still amongst us. And the podcast, The Undertaker and his wife, Michelle McCool, have a podcast together under the WWE brand. I might check that out. That'd probably be worth taking a listen to that. Hey, Ken, this is Jack, also known as Last Place. Well, just this time, not other times. Jack, aka Last Place, put me down for the number 20 this week, Mr. Bell. Okay, Jack, who is in last place, takes the 20, Christopher Bell, for Martinsville. Maybe Jack will have a turn of events this year that'll get him out of the cellar, although it's a fairly long road, unfortunately for Jack. And Jack has been obviously a contender several times, has run very well in our contest, but sometimes people have bad luck, and Jack has had that so far in this little mini segment. So Jack only has 6 points so far, and the next stop above him is Mr. NASCAR with 21. So maybe Jack will rally this week at Martinsville and next week at Phoenix. You just never know what might happen. Email address is keneccleslive@gmail.com. The phone line is open at that number right up there. If you'd like to give us a call, we'd love to hear from you. And we got another email over here which says, Ken, where does Mr. Draper and Mr. Pelham stand in the NASCAR standings? Well, they don't. Neither Mr. Draper nor Mr. Pelham have made any picks for this last little 4-race segment. So they are not in the standings for this segment, which is why I haven't mentioned their names. They're taking a segment off, I get probably to strategize and consult with their team of racing experts and make their plans for the early segment next year. Emailer goes on to here, I haven't heard either call in lately. Hope they are okay. Oh, I think they're okay, and I hope we'll hear from them both again in the near future. Citizen D says for you to go ahead and ask Berger and Page to join us on Star Talk. Oh, I will ask. If Berger turns us down and Page accepts, then just let Sam on. That might be enough to win a vote if Sam shows up to Star Talk and Berger doesn't. I'll certainly invite both of them. I will. And hope that both of them will agree. So we will see. I finally got one of the mailers today. I had not gotten any of the mailers that everybody's been talking about until today. I got one. Actually, I meant to bring it up here, but I left it downstairs. But you already know what it says. I'm probably the last one who hadn't gotten one of the mailers yet. So it's just the regular thing that we've been seeing in the TV spots. And somebody asked me if Sam Page is doing any TV advertising. I'm not aware that he is. I have not seen any ads for the sheriff yet. I've only seen those ones that we've talked about before. Uh, so as far as I know, Sam Page is not on TV yet. I did get actually I did get mail from the sheriff's office today, an invitation to join the Sheriff's Association. It wasn't actually a political solicitation, but that one that I'm sure you've all seen and gotten from the Sheriff's Association. So I got that, but I haven't seen any Sam Page advertising yet. Um, okay. I hear another email. By the way, the phone line's open. If somebody wants to call, go ahead and dial that number and you'll be on the air. Meanwhile, this emailer says, Ken, I keep hearing about this medical debt relief in North Carolina and that they're sending letters to people to tell them that their medical debt has been forgiven. I have medical debt, but I haven't gotten a letter yet. What do I have to do to claim my medical debt relief? Because it's a fair amount of money, and I would love to have that debt relieved. Emailer, you don't have to do anything. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, hey, Ken, it's Mark from Medan.
Hey, Mark. How are you?
Not well, under the weather a little bit, but how you
Oh,
doing?
sorry. I'm doing well. I'm sorry you're under the weather.
That's good. Your volume just went down again.
My volume just went down again.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody said something, then it went down. I don't
All
know.
right.
I don't
Well,
know how to
hang
do
on.
that.
Hang on. How's it sound right now? Hello.
Hang on.
We're doing a volume. We're doing a sound check here, folks. Sound check. Sound
Uh,
check. Can you hear me? Hello.
say, hang on. Let me get the.
Um, Sound checks can be complicated in certain circumstances. Hello, Mark.
Yeah,
How's it
yeah.
sound?
I can hear you, but I can't tell if it's up or not yet. But
Okay. All right. Well,
anyway,
go ahead.
but
Go ahead with your phone call.
oh, okay. Uh, Yeah, I don't think Hillbilly, he mentioned Ace Frehley passed away on Charles' show. He wanted to know why I didn't say something. I was guaranteed, but Charles cut me off quick.
Charles cut you off before you could mention Ace Frehley?
Yeah, he was talking about something else, and then I listened to him. Then he cut off, and I tried calling back, and everybody else called in or whatever.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say about that. We're all sorry that Ace Frehley passed away.
Yeah, yeah. I still can't believe he's gone though.
Well, he was 74 years old, and what is hard to believe is that Kiss started 50 years ago. A little more than
Yeah,
that, over 50 years ago. That really that really doesn't seem right.
yeah. I started writing to him at a young age, so and then I rode to New York and then I want to get Ace Frehley to come to the casino in Danville. I don't know if he had a tour date with that yet or not because I know right before he died he had to cancel the rest of his tour.
Well, yeah, he did have a tour. I don't know if Danville was included on that or not, and we will never will know. I don't guess.
Yeah, but I'll let you know about the tickets tomorrow. I ain't get to talk to Charles there about it.
Okay,
See what I'm gonna do. See what I'm gonna do with him.
all right. Well, we'll communicate with Charles on that because he'll be the one handling that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you, Mark. Good to hear from you. Mark from Mayodan, first place, Mark from Mayodan. About the medical debt relief, well, we'll hold that for a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, this is Ralph.
Hey, Ralph.
Your volume is real low.
Okay, my volume on my voice volume is real low.
Yeah, you can't before that guy called in. You sounded good. You're
All
pretty
right.
loud, but now you can't hardly hear you now.
Okay, Ralph. Well, thank you
I
for
just I,
letting.
I just thought I just thought I'd call let you know, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate that. All right. Why is my volume low? I don't know because on my meter over here that shows me how loud stuff is, my volume looks just right over there. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I have it open all the way. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Ken. This is Briscoe.
Hey, Briscoe. How are you?
I've got a complaint about your volume on your program.
Oh no, Briscoe.
I
Is it
normally
low?
have I normally have my volume set on 20.
Right.
I've got it on 30 now. You suddenly dropped. I, I can't even hear you with the volume set on 30. And Mark from Mayodan just called, and I could barely hear him.
Okay, so it's me and the caller. They're both low.
Yes, but a couple callers before him were loud, and you were almost silent.
Okay. Okay, Briscoe.
But
Well,
in the last minute or so, the car's volume and your volume dropped suddenly.
huh. All right. Well, thanks, Briscoe. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
But how come it's doing that? Whatever that is, it is something that is beyond the control of me and my little sound mixer here. Because I'm looking at all the settings and they all look exactly where they're supposed to be. So something is happening out there in space. I don't know, UFOs might be interfering with the signal, or maybe there's some atmospheric, uh, some maybe it's sunspots, perhaps sunspots. Well, the sun's gone down, so it's not that. So I don't know what it is, folks. Whatever it is, I hope it'll get well and stop doing that because I have them set really right here, the best place that I can set them. So I apologize for that. What was we talking about? Medical debt. Caller, the medical debt relief thing. You don't have to do anything. What the law is that uh, if you're eligible for medical debt relief, it will automatically happen. You will automatically be notified by mail that you are eligible for it. You know, I don't know that I do. I might actually have a piece of paper here that has what do you know? I do. Here's who is eligible for the medical debt relief law. If you are a current, there's a couple of circumstances. One, if you're a current Medicaid enrollee, all outstanding medical debt dating back to January 1st, 2014 is being relieved. That is, if you're a Medicaid enrollee. Beyond that, low and middle income residents and under the law, that would be individuals with household incomes up to 350% of the federal poverty level, or if you have medical debt that exceeds 5% of your annual income, you are eligible for relief. Relief applies to debt that is more than 2 years old and dates back to January 1st, 2014. So that's who is eligible. The time frame is from January 1st, 2014 up until 2 years ago. If the debt has been acquired in the past 2 years, then it is not subject to the law. But if you're in one of the eligible groups, no action is needed. Eligible residents do not need to apply for the debt. Participating hospitals are identifying qualifying accounts and working with a third-party nonprofit undue medical debt to facilitate the relief. And if you are eligible and if you're receiving relief from medical debt, you will be notified. You'll receive a letter either from the hospital or the undue medical debt organization confirming that the debt has been erased. So, emailer, if you have not been notified, um, maybe you'll get notified yet. If you don't get notified, it means that you are not one of the people eligible for the medical debt relief. But clearly, I mean, obviously, you don't have to do anything to get the debt relief if you're qualified for it. Uh, so I hope you will get a letter at some point soon telling you that you're out from under some of those debts. We will wait and see. This one is, Ken, would you run through the standings? I haven't made my Martinsville pick yet. I will pick tomorrow night. This is from Mr. Leaksville. Sure, I'll run through the standings. They are as follows. Number one, Mark from Mayodan. He has 78 points. Chat GPT, the sinister artificial intelligence candidate, is in second place with 71 points, 7 points behind Mark. We have a tie for third place. That's Captain Midnight with 55, Citizen D with 55, and the Liberal with 55 points, all tied for third place. Then it is the Lady in Black. She is, I guess she's in sixth place after the three-way tie for third. Lady in Black with 53 points. Pretty Man and Early Bird are tied with 38 points at the next level. Then there's Mr. NASCAR. I'm sorry, then there's Charles from Danville with 25. Mr. NASCAR with 21. And residing in the cellar right now is Jack with 6 points. So there they are. And the picks so far again, Captain Midnight, the 1, Citizen D, the 12, Mark, the 11, Early Bird, the 9, Jack, the 20, Mr. NASCAR, the 19, and Charles from Danville has picked the 1. So those are the standings and those are the picks so far. So whenever you're ready, if you haven't made your pick yet, you want to get that in. Okay, let's see. Somebody over here. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Right. Well, what did they tell you? Well, I'm sure they do. Why don't you call the district engineer? They run the driver's license office. Driver's license. Well, I guess they could be. Based on what I see on the road, I guess some of them are maybe. But getting back to the light on 14, uh, go ahead and call the district engineer. I mean, that's the normal procedure. That's the way people normally do this. So if I were you, I would call the district engineer. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, and good luck with that. Um, the concern again is the lack of a traffic light on Highway 14 in Eden down there at the Mebane Bridge Road when you come out from the recycling center. And yeah, it can be tricky to get out of there. It, well, tricky. It can be terrifying to get out of there at certain times of day. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
We can't hear you. I live on 14, about 4 miles from you. We can't hear you. We can see you fine.
Okay. Are you watching on cable?
Yeah,
Okay, on Spectrum.
right.
All right. And you cannot hear me at all.
I can hear you, but barely. Barely.
All right. All right, sir. Well, thank you. Thanks for letting me know.
Uh,
Okay, I guess we still got a volume problem. Let me check all my stuff again. Check all my stuff again. Okay, I'm checking all my stuff again. And I just whatever it is, it's not here. I don't know where it is, but it's not here. And Martinsville, if you're, I don't know if Martinsville has any idea about that or anything Martinsville can do about it. But there's definitely not going to be anything I can do about it because all my stuff is just where it's supposed to be. So it's one of those mysteries that I don't know what to say about it. Um, but here's an emailer who says, Ken, cannot somebody turn up the volume? I've got my volume turned up all the way on my television, and sometimes I can hear you, and sometimes I don't hear you. I am not I'm not a skillful lip reader. Uh, so you need to get the volume turned up, please. Well, I wish I, I wish I could. I would if I could, but you know, I done turned up everything I know to turn up. Um, Martinsville, if you have any ideas, pursue them. If you think there's anything you can do about that, um, but we're just kind of stuck on that at the moment. Emailer says, Ken, why don't you offer closed caption? Why don't you offer closed captions? Uh, if people are not going to be able to hear you, why don't you at least give us some closed captions so maybe we can read what you're saying? Yeah, that might be a good idea. This is as Ken, I am in Danville on Comcast. We could hear the last caller that just told you they were on 14 near you, but we could not hear the caller before that, where you were talking about needing the county engineer, I think. We heard you fine, but could not hear your caller at all. So apparently sometimes some people can hear me and sometimes some people cannot, and sometimes can't hear the callers. Boy, this is weird. Life is so complicated these days. It's maybe too complicated for me because there's stuff going on that I just don't understand. And I apologize again for it. If you're not able to hear us, it's too bad because we're saying all kinds of really wonderful, valuable, brilliant stuff. Just incredibly brilliant things are being said here. And it's a shame if some of you are not able to hear them. And I'd sure fix it if I could, but I'll just carry on as best I can and hope for the best. So that's what we do. We hope for the best. For the best. Ken, who do you think? Oh, I hate these questions. Ken, who do you think will actually win between Phil Berger and and Sam Page? I think if they had, I think if they had the vote today, that Sam Page would win. But I think if we have another 3 or 4 months of these commercials attacking Sam Page, maybe he won't win. I don't know why Sam Page doesn't start running commercials of his own. Uh, is is he just is he just to be quiet and let the other side run that stuff all the time and not even try to respond to it? Uh, no, I don't think he's going to never. I'm sure he'll respond at some point. I mean, I'm sure you understand. I think everybody understands that at the bottom of things like this is money. Money is the basis of television advertising because it's not cheap. I mean, if you advertise on this show, it'd probably be cheap. My show would be cheap, but for the most part, television advertising is not cheap. It's costly, and it's a matter of how much money you've got. Um, so if I take it that the fact that that the Page campaign is not running TV at this point, uh, it, as far as they don't want to spend their money yet. They would feel. I'm not speaking for them. I don't know. But I have, unfortunately, I have had to spend a lot of time over the years with political consultants, so I hear about these things. Uh, their thinking probably is that they can more effectively use their money later on because the primary is still several months away and it'll be in March. And if if you have a certain amount of money to spend, you want to decide when is the best time to spend it. And it may well be that they just don't think right now is the best time to spend their money. Also, they may not have as much money to spend as Phil Berger. I don't know. I don't know that for a fact, but it could well be that they have less money to spend, and they would rather spend it later on than spending it now. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Ken, a little bit late tonight getting on. Uh,
Well, a little
look,
bit.
has anybody chosen the number 11 yet?
Yeah, somebody did. Mark. In fact, Mark, the number one contestant, has chosen the 11.
Oh, shucks.
So you can't
Okay.
gain on him with the 11.
No, I can't. I got to regroup. Let me, I'll call you back on that tomorrow night.
Well,
But look, check out one thing for me
okay.
tomorrow and
What?
give an answer tomorrow night.
What is it?
Uh, the president ordered the Department of Justice to pay him $230 million, and
Yeah.
that's about. Do you know the answer to that now? Can you tell us? Look, just wait. Tell us tomorrow night when we can hear you.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
cuz
well, let me. What are you hearing? Can you hear me on the air?
I can hear you, but you're faint. Ken.
Can you
I can
hear?
hear you,
Have you
but you're
heard?
faint, and I got it turned all the way up to 50.
Have you been able to hear the callers?
Yes,
All
yes,
right, but you can't hear me.
yes.
That
It's
is
faint.
puzzling.
It's but
Puzzling.
all right. If you check on
Okay.
that for me,
Well,
and
yeah.
I give you a pick. Then
So I mean, the question is, can the president order that to happen? Is that your question?
I mean he's doing it, but I mean, what is the reason, and is it legal?
All right.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll do some research on that, and thanks for calling.
All right. Thanks, Keith.
Good night. For those of you who may not have heard, President Trump has said that the Department of Justice should pay him $230 million as compensation for the court cases against him. Um, the, the question is, um, can I guess the question is, can the president order that to happen, or would the president actually have to sue the Department of Justice in court over that? I mean, I don't know. Whatever the questions are, I don't know the answers. But I'll try to find out some answers on that tomorrow, because that certainly does raise some interesting questions. And I'll try to do some research on that between now and tomorrow night. Um, Another email here. All right, Ken, I heard somebody just now suggest that you have closed captions on your show so that people will be able to hear what you're saying. I have another idea. Do you remember Garrett Morris? Yeah, I remember Garrett. You remember Garrett Morris, who used to be on Saturday Night Live, and when they would do the news, he would be up there in the corner yelling, uh, yelling as a service to the heart of. Yeah, I remember that. Um, well, that's one thing. If this persists, perhaps we can. I don't know if we can get Garrett Morris or not. We probably couldn't afford him, but we may be able to get somebody to come in here and just appear in an inset up on the corner of the screen and yell really loud, so that those of you who can't hear me will know what I'm saying. But you know, it's this really it's only fair. I don't know what I'm saying most of the time, so you may as well be in the same boat as I am, and we'll all be in the same boat, and none of us will know what I'm saying. That would seem like a fair way to do it. Um, but it's become a popular topic. There's an emailer here says, Ken, I've not been able to hear very much of what you have said tonight. It'll be just my luck. This will be the first time in the history of this show that you ever said anything worth hearing. Uh, and it'll be, wouldn't it be great irony if on that first time nobody can hear it? That would be ironic, emailer. It would be. But don't worry. I can tell you, you don't have to worry about that, because I can promise you that I have not said anything. I have not said anything worth hearing at any point in this program. So you haven't missed out on anything at all. At all. Boy, my wife would like this, if she could. If she if she could just turn my volume down in real life, so that no matter how much I talk and no matter how much I say, she wouldn't be able to hear any of it. That would be like a dream come true for her, because she told me once. I shouldn't be revealing this is inside information about my marriage. My wife told me once she wished I had a big volume button right here so she could just reach and turn it down. Uh, and not be able to hear me. That's my wife's fondest wish. Too bad she's not watching. She didn't watch my show, of course, but if she was watching tonight, she'd really enjoy this show, the one where I can't be heard. This would be her very favorite show of all time. Um, Here's one. This one's kind of funny, emailer. If you're the one who sent the email that starts with once in a while, that is funny. I do appreciate the humor in that, but there is no way in heck that I can read that on the air. But thanks for trying. Nice try. But I'm going to have to just let that one slide right by. Hello, Ken. What did you say? That's all it says. Hello, Ken. What did you say? Which again is another indication that the listener, the viewer, the whatever it is, does not have a good idea of what I'm saying. Ken, do you remember? Good grief! How do people remember all this? Ken, do you remember one time a long time ago when you went on the air and your mic didn't work at all and you were writing notes and holding notes up to the camera just to get a message to people. I remember that. I really do. I wish I had thought of that tonight. If I'd known, if I'd known of the sound problems we were having tonight, I would have gotten a magic marker and I would have been writing notes and just holding them up for you to read. If I don't, if things are not better tomorrow night, then I'll get a magic marker in here and I'll start holding up notes for everybody to read. Also, probably wouldn't hurt if I would learn sign language. If I knew sign language, that might be useful also. Um, I'm just going to quit. I'm just going to quit. If people are having trouble hearing me anyway, and we've done most of the hour, and it's close enough now. I hope Martinsville can hear me because that's all the time we have for Star Talk tonight. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I hope you'll join us next time. Maybe you can read my lips. I hope you'll join us next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Eccles.